I'm really satisfied with the clinical things that I get to do here, in the sense of, I think that our hospital has great breadth and depth of patients. We get to see high acuity, high complexity, low complexity, bread and butter pediatrics up to, the zebras and the unicorns of the medical world. And so we get to see a lot of patients here, and I never really get bored. So I love that, and I think that's a great way to train too, is seeing so many different types of patients. So usually the protein is high and the cell count is normal, but it doesn't actually change your cell counts. So last time she did not have it. So we'll see.
Do you think we're doing too much?
Probably. That being said, to diagnose where we're going, you have to. You literally can't not. What I think makes a great resident is someone who kind of would fit into that mold, who likes to learn by seeing a lot of different types of patients, but also have great ideas to help us grow our program. I think one of our strengths is that we involve our residents in a lot of great changes, and so many of our changes come from great ideas from residents, so also innovative people who want to help make our program great. I'm Danita Hahn. I'm a pediatric hospitalist clinically. I'm one of the associate program directors for the residency program, so I have the honor of working with our residents on a regular basis. Going on 4 years as one of the associate program directors, and I really love it. We're going to West 1207. We're going to start rounds. I think there's at least partial. There might be something real. But and we can give her an update later. I just don't want to bring in 30 people in the room and have it be part of the problem. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, and
that's really important for you guys all to remember, because Guillain-Barré, remember, is an ascending paralysis. So usually you'll lose your ankle. So if you don't get a good ankle reflex, but you get knee, you should be a little worried. If you're everything else is great, well, you might have lost your ankle, but she's got ankle.
She's got it, for sure.
I want the intern to feel like they have ownership of their patient. I want the senior to feel like they have ownership of the team. And then I'm kind of there as just an extra safety net. And so letting the senior lead rounds so that they can grow, letting the intern grow into that role, while also being able to provide great patient care and take care of the patient and educate the family. And so finding that balance of doing all of that is tough but fun to be able to make all of that happen. Come here.
I'll probably kind of wait and start on that whole process.
Sounds good. Yeah.
We can head down to 10. I'm just
Sure.
gonna grab a straw.
Sounds great. Okay, let's go down to 10. Let's go see our friend. No friend. You're gonna do great. You don't need to be nervous. You're gonna be awesome. I'm pretty sure it's the same color, but I'm not 100% sure. So.
Oh, it's not.
But so then we'll have to just figure out the lab plan. We'll have to figure out the PT plan, and unless PT's like, wow, she's really unstable to go home, which I don't think they're gonna say, I'm okay with her leaving. Perfect. So we'll touch base with them.
So I'll see what time she's doing.
But I would start teeing her up.
Bring the balloons.
She was still a little bit tender to palpation, and as always, and her CRP was less than 0.5, and we're still waiting on some cultures. PT started to see her yesterday. They would like to see her daily. They started her walking yesterday, and she's still not really weight bearing on that too much. In concordance with infectious disease, ortho, and obviously PT, we want to talk with them. There we go, look at that.
It's easy to walk with this.
It's easy.
So easy.
It's so easy.
As long as everything goes well and as long as you feel comfortable with that, we want to consult with the other teams first and make sure it's okay. And then when you were to go home, the things we would look for would be any sort of fever that would spike again.
Doing it at every 8 hours or 3 times a day is hard enough for someone at home, so making it be even harder with that 6 hour might be better for her. So I would say doing it right when she wakes up, it's okay. Don't make it be 4 hours. Try to get it as far apart as you can. So clindamycin, we talked about this yesterday. I know some of you were here and some of you were not, but what's the thing about oral clindamycin?
Doesn't taste great.
It tastes disgusting, yeah. And she's not a baby, so she'd be taking a very large amount of liquid. And so what's another option that we might have for that?
Put it in ice cream.
True, yes, absolutely. It's 30 to 40 per kilo per day, which based on her weight will fall out to about a 300 milligram capsule, which will be way easier You're so silly, which will be way easier to give her. So I think it's probably okay to do like a 300. I know, this is so fun.
I don't want to stop at the VA.
I know, I'm sure you don't. Like you could do a 300 milligram capsule, and then Mom and I had talked about yesterday cracking it open in like one spoonful and not like the big bowl of ice cream, because then if she takes one bite and hates it, then you're like, I gotta get all this in her. So one spoon, and then chase it with the good stuff, you know. I'm gonna have to try that. Have you tried it?
You guys are the same.
So why was I asking about her gait? There are other great children's hospitals, you know, in the Midwest, but we are the only one in this area. So we get a lot of kids that come to us from all over. Our catchment area is huge, and so because of that, we get to see a lot of different types of patients, a lot of different types of diagnoses, a lot of different types of families, and some great diversity in that perspective. And so I think that's really awesome that we have that large catchment area and that wide array of patients of all different kinds.